welcome to the deep dive.
Hmm.
So, you're thinking of getting your MBA internationally. Fantastic ambition.
It really is.
But the cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's often the elephant in the room, isn't it?
Yes.
You're probably picturing that incredible global experience, but, wondering how to actually make the finances work.
Absolutely. And that's precisely what we're diving into today. But forget the idea that you have to choose between, quality and affordability for an MBA abroad.
Right.
Our mission here is to unearth those countries where you can get a really top-notch business education without, emptying your bank account. We've sifted through the details to bring you some real clarity and maybe boost your confidence for making that leap.
Because let's be clear, the payoff of an international MBA,
Yeah.
well, our sources confirm it's huge. We're talking about genuine global exposure, not just reading about it. Right?
Exactly. You're living and breathing different business cultures.
And your network, it just explodes. Your career trajectory often points upwards with opportunities in global leadership, better compensation. Plus, you'll sharpen those crucial skills like cross-cultural communication, so vital today, and develop a truly global strategic mindset.
And the magic formula for finding an affordable MBA destination, it's kind of a mix. Lower tuition fees are a big one, definitely. Sometimes that's thanks to government backing or just a different funding approach.
Okay.
Then you've got the day-to-day cost of living, how much you'll spend on rent, food, getting around, healthcare. That can vary wildly.
Hugely.
Favorable exchange rates can also stretch your budget further. And importantly, the potential to work, especially with those post-study visa options, that can significantly ease the financial burden.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks. Where are these havens of quality and affordability? Our research points to a fascinating mix. Germany, Poland, India, Mexico, Malaysia.
And also France, Portugal, Spain, even Lithuania.
Wow, okay. It's a truly global spread. So we're going to explore what makes each of these a potentially smart financial move for your MBA.
Let's kick things off with Germany. What's really striking there is their whole philosophy on higher education.
You're not kidding. In many public universities in Germany, there are often no tuition fees for MBA programs.
That's right.
Our sources mention a potential range of 0 to maybe EUR 3,000 a year.
Yeah.
Compared to what you'd pay in many other Western countries, that's just a game changer.
It really is.
Plus, the estimated monthly living expenses hover around EUR 850, which for Western Europe is pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, okay, what's the catch?
And the quality isn't the catch.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We're talking about well-respected institutions, University of Mannheim, LMU Munich, the Frankfurt School of Finance and Management.
Top names.
Exactly. And the fact that around 70% of international MBA students in Germany pay no tuition at public universities, that's a compelling statistic.
Wow.
Dr. John Smith even suggests you could get a world-class education for less than half the cost of institutions in other Western nations. And Rohan Sharma estimates potential savings of around 40% compared to U.S. options.
40%. That's a serious chunk of change. And it seems students are catching on. We're seeing lots of students from India and Southeast Asia specifically choosing Germany for this exact combination: low cost, high academic standing.
And you have to remember, Germany's got this powerhouse industrial sector, automotive, engineering, fantastic career opportunities after your MBA, too.
Right. That's a huge plus.
Absolutely. And we have a great example, Nandan M. from Bangalore. He, with guidance from LetzStudy, identified Germany as an ideal, affordable option and even managed to land a scholarship. It really shows the tangible possibilities.
That's fantastic.
Now, let's pivot a bit and maybe talk about Poland.
Okay, Poland, yeah. It emerges as another really interesting contender here, mainly because of its lower cost of living and attractive tuition fees. We're looking at an estimated tuition range of, EUR 2,000 to EUR 6,000 annually, and living costs somewhere between EUR 500 and EUR 800 a month.
Yeah, quite affordable.
What's particularly notable, I think, is that as MBA costs are rising elsewhere, Poland's high-quality education at a more accessible price point makes it increasingly appealing.
Exactly. Universities like the Warsaw University of Technology Business School, Kazminski University, they're gaining significant traction. Dr. Emma Johnson emphasizes Poland's rising popularity for delivering top-tier MBAs without that hefty price tag, both tuition and daily expenses.
Right.
Rohan Sharma again points out the strong return on investment, especially for students from India. That average MBA tuition falling in that EUR 3,000 to EUR 6,000 range, it really underscores the affordability.
Definitely.
And we have another case study, Mohit Shetty from Chennai, who also found an affordable and fulfilling MBA journey in Poland through LetzStudy.
These individual stories really bring the numbers to life, don't they?
They absolutely do.
Now let's talk about India itself. It's got to be a cost-effective option for international students, right? Assuming you're looking from outside.
It absolutely is. India offers a unique advantage. Its top-tier universities charge considerably lower fees for international students. We're talking like $4,000 to $10,000 per year.
Wow, okay.
And the cost of living, remarkably low, estimated at just $300 to $600 per month. That's a dramatic difference compared to many other countries we've discussed.
That kind of difference could honestly be the deciding factor for many people. And we're not talking about second-tier schools either. The Indian Institutes of Management, the IIMs, Xavier School of Management, XLRI, these are globally recognized names.
Absolutely. Dr. John Smith reiterates that India provides a world-class MBA education for just a fraction of the cost you'd find elsewhere.
Okay, switching continents now. Let's consider Mexico. What's the story there?
Mexico, yeah.
Yeah.
The affordability there seems to stem from competitive tuition fees around $5,000 to $8,000 per year.
Still very reasonable.
Very. Combined with a lower cost of living, maybe $400 to $700 per month. Plus, it's known for its vibrant culture, which is a significant draw for many students.
I can imagine. And you've got leading schools like iPaid Business School, eGay Business School there.
That's right. And Dr. Emma Johnson highlights Mexico as an increasingly attractive destination for that affordable, high-quality MBA experience.
Interesting. Okay, what about Malaysia?
Then we have Malaysia, another Asian nation, presenting a really compelling affordability proposition. Tuition fees are estimated between, say, $4,000 and $9,000 per year.
Similar range.
Yeah, and the cost of living is, again, quite low, in that $300 to $600 per month range, similar to India, actually. A key benefit here for many international students is the number of programs taught entirely in English.
Oh, that definitely makes the transition smoother. Good point. And universities like the University of Malaya Asia School of Business are the key players.
Those are some of the big names, yes. And Dr. Emma Johnson, again, underscores Malaysia's offering of top-quality MBA programs at a lower cost.
Okay, so we've covered quite a few. You also mentioned some more European options briefly. France.
Right, France. Now, France is famous for elite and potentially very expensive schools like INSEAD.
True.
But there are also government subsidies that can significantly bring down tuition costs at other institutions. There's even a statistic suggesting scholarships can cover up to 80% of tuition for non-EU citizens.
80%, wow.
Yeah. So it's another destination attracting students from India and Southeast Asia because you get that blend of lower expenses and strong academic reputations.
And Portugal and Spain, also on the affordability list.
They deserve a mention, yeah. Portugal offers lower overall costs, MBAs taught in English, and let's be honest, a pretty appealing climate.
They'd argue that.
And Spain boasts competitive fees and really significant networking opportunities. Apparently, around 60% of MBA students there work part-time during their studies, which could definitely help offset costs.
That's a high percentage. Good to know.
And we shouldn't forget, Lithuania, it provides budget-friendly, EU-accredited MBA programs. And we also saw a mention of the Czech Republic, with Rohit SK's positive experience highlighted by LetzStudy, emphasizing its affordability and quality education, too.
Okay, so it's clear the world offers a whole range of surprisingly affordable options for an MBA. But, looking beyond just the price tag, what are the crucial factors our listeners really need to weigh up when considering these destinations?
That's such a vital question, because truly affordable isn't just about the initial tuition fee, is it?
No, definitely not.
You've got to factor in all those living expenses we've discussed:
Hello.
rent, food, transport,
Guys, the term
insurance,
paper?
and also
Oh,
keep
yeah.
a close eye on currency
Okay,
exchanges.
all right.
They can
Come on.
fluctuate
I
and
guess you
really
have to get
impact
on
your
this.
overall budget.
Good point.
And as we mentioned earlier, understanding the landscape for work opportunities, particularly those post-study visa options, is critical for your long-term financial plan.
Right, so it's a much more holistic calculation than just looking at the sticker price on the tuition.
Mm.
What are some of the potential challenges or maybe downsides someone might encounter if they choose a country primarily based on its lower cost?
Well, language barriers can be a significant hurdle. Even if the MBA program is in English, daily life might require fluency in another language.
Right, getting groceries, dealing with landlords.
Exactly. You also need to consider The global recognition of the degree, will it be valued in the career markets you're targeting? Hidden costs can creep into visa application fees, mandatory health insurance, even program application fees themselves, they all add up. And of course, the quality of education is paramount. A low price shouldn't mean sacrificing academic rigor or resources. Finally, you need to think about the post-MBA job market in that specific country and also the potential challenges of cultural adjustment. It's a big move.
Definitely a lot to consider.
Yeah.
So what actionable steps can our listeners take to navigate these points and maybe reduce their expenses even further?
Okay, first, actively seek out and apply for scholarships. Look at university-specific ones and country-specific grants, and apply early. Scholarship funds are competitive.
Good tip.
Explore the possibility of hybrid or even fully online MBA programs. That can cut down significantly on both tuition and living costs. If possible, sharing accommodation is a really practical way to lower your housing expenses.
Makes sense.
And if your student visa allows it, working part-time can really help offset some of your day-to-day costs. Check the rules carefully, though.
Absolutely. So when you're trying to pinpoint the right, affordable country for you personally, what are the key questions you should be asking yourself?
Okay, first, be really honest about your complete budget. Factor in everything. Flights, insurance, setup costs, everything.
The whole picture.
The whole picture.
Yeah.
Then consider your comfort level with different languages and cultures. Are you genuinely open to learning a new language? How comfortable would you be living in a significantly different cultural environment?
Yeah, important personal questions.
Very. Thoroughly research the job market post-graduation and the availability of post-study work options in each country you're seriously considering. And Dr. Lisa Helms rightly points out, affordability should never trump quality. Carefully evaluate the faculty credentials, the strength of the alumni network, and the career services support offered by the programs. Don't just look at the price.
That's really solid advice. Evaluate the whole package. Are there any final checks or maybe pieces of wisdom you want to share?
Absolutely. A few quick ones. Always verify the accreditation of the business school and the specific MBA program.
Crucial.
Double check that the program is indeed taught in English if that's essential for you. Create a detailed spreadsheet, compare tuition fees and estimated living costs across your top choices side by side.
Get visual.
Exactly. Understand the visa application process and the regulations for international students well in advance. It can take time. Even learning some basic phrases in the local language can significantly enhance your day-to-day experience.
Oh, for sure.
Try to connect with alumni from the programs you're considering. Their firsthand insights are invaluable. Attend virtual open days if you can. Get a feel for the school's culture, ask specific questions. Develop a realistic monthly budget before you go. Take full advantage of any student discounts available, explore options for shared housing early, and maybe even consider traveling during the off-season for potential savings on flights and initial accommodation.
Wow, that's a truly comprehensive checklist. Fantastic advice for our listeners. So to sort of bring it all together, what's the key message for someone out there dreaming of an MBA abroad, but really concerned about the financial realities?
The core message is this. Pursuing an affordable MBA abroad is absolutely within reach. It just takes careful planning and informed decision-making. As we've highlighted with places like Germany and Poland, affordability doesn't automatically mean you have to compromise on the quality of your education or, your future career prospects.
Exactly. It's about doing your homework, having a clear understanding of your own finances and priorities, thinking about your personal comfort with different cultures, and really aligning your career goals with the opportunities that exist in these diverse and often quite cost-effective destinations.
Precisely. So maybe the question for you, the listener, is this. Now that you have a much clearer picture of these globally affordable MBA options, what specific factors beyond the mere cost will ultimately guide your decision on where to take this really significant next step in your educational and professional journey?
A great question to ponder. We encourage you to dig